Hoy hablaré sobre cómo generar confianza con su audiencia a través del lenguaje. Hagámoslo. So hey guys, don't worry, this video actually is in English, okay? But I like to throw a bit of my Spanish into my everyday conversations to the point where people ask me, do you actually know Spanish? And the answer is no, I don't know Spanish, but I do know a bit of the basics, maybe enough to survive in a Spanish-speaking country. If I was by myself, I don't actually know. And then they may ask me, when did you actually learn? To which I'll reply, it's not when I learned, but why? And the answer to that is, because I wanted her to like me. Yes, I was interested in a Spanish-speaking woman and I wanted to learn her language to see if I can create a foundation for us to relate on. And that's what I want to share with you today. Before you do begin, I want to tell you to subscribe, share, like, comment, all that stuff. And I don't know where that button's going to be. I'm pretty sure it's here, but in case it's not there and it's somewhere here, just either way, just pop that subscribe button and turn on notifications as well to stay in contact for the kind of content we're pulling out. To gain power or access to any kind of group or community in life, you're required to go through what we call an initiation. Now, each culture has one. Some are primitive, some are brutal, but each one has one nonetheless. Now, to get any reward in life, you're required to go through an initiation. If you want a degree in business, you need to do 4 years of study, maybe more, before you get your degree. If you're trying to get married, you need to ask someone out, court them, date them, propose before you get married. And if you're looking to start a business or make it in business, you're required to do research, create your product, market your product, sell your product, and then you get revenue from your business. So today what I'm going to do is teach you an easy way to go through an initiation, and that is language. So ask yourself, what exactly is language? By my definition, language is a code that allows you to express your thoughts and feelings to other people, and also allows you to show that you understand and share their ways, their thoughts, and their feelings as well. So essentially, if you're able to crack the code of language for someone, you're actually able to take another step and bring it down their trust walls so you can connect and engage with them. So there are 4 types of language I'll be sharing with you today. You have verbal and written language, you have body language, you have tonality and pace, and you also have cultural language. Now the first one is verbal and written language. Now verbal and written language is what's actually being said to you or written to you. Now it's important not to get caught up on this because studies show it only equates for about 10% of what's actually trying to be communicated. You can see this in movies, social media, comments, or you can see it face to face when you actually speak to someone. Now it's important to actually flag how someone speaks or how they write because these are the themes and patterns that will show you how they actually talk. If you then begin to actually share and also use that kind of language, that'll be an easy way for you to actually create rapport and trust with that person consciously or unconsciously. Now the second one is body language. Now body language is basically your facial expressions, posture, and also body movement. Now studies show that 50% of what's actually trying to be communicated is within your actual body language. So if you're unaware of this, a vast amount of information is actually flying over your head and can do a lot of damage if you don't know what someone's actually trying to say to you, even if they don't really say it. Now your ability to sense how someone's body language actually is will show you how they're actually feeling it in the moment. Now, if you are aware of someone's body language, that'll give you the ability to actually tweak whether someone's feeling uncomfortable or comfortable, let you know what kind of approach to take in dealing with them, and also being able to match their body language to also develop rapport and trust with them. Now, the third one is tonality and pace. Now, studies show that tonality and pace actually equates for about 40% of what's actually trying to be communicated to you. Now, this isn't what's actually being said, but how it's being said. And what you're going to be looking into is the tonality, pace, and cadence of how someone actually speaks. Now, every kind of group has their own unique way of talking, and your ability to be aware of that will add to your ability to match that. And if you can match that, you'll then be able to develop rapport. If you develop rapport, you'll then be able to develop engagement. And the last one is cultural language, and what I believe is actually the most important out of the previous 3 as well. Now, the cultural language is basically the patterns and themes that set a particular group even further apart from the first 3. Now, cultural language is actually the meaning and the why behind what cultures do. And if your ability to actually learn someone's cultural language will add a great advantage for you to be able to actually connect with them, as that's where the heart of the issue will actually be, or the heart of the actual connection will be. And on future videos, I'll dive into further ways for how you can accelerate your ability to learn someone's cultural language so you can use it for creating engagement with your audience. So here are some warnings for when you are using language with different audiences, because if you are going to go out there and you don't do this right, you may do more harm than good and set yourself further back than what you would like to. So firstly, don't fake it. People can smell it a mile off, okay? Now, if you aren't matching in your verbal and your body language, you actually exhibit micro expressions that will show that you don't truly feel the way you're trying to express that you feel. Secondly, don't do too much too fast. It's okay to be a rookie before you become an all-star. It's okay to go from 0 to 10 rather than trying to go 0 to 100. People are going to judge you on their perceptions on you, not on your intentions. So it's very important to be culturally aware of how you are being perceived in your interactions. Don't microwave it. Put in the proper yards to get to where you want to be. If you are trying to cheat or skip steps in doing this, you'll end up trying to do too much too fast again. You'll clearly be faking and people will be able to tell that from a mile away, as I said before. So put in the hard work, don't skip the steps, and just do what you need to do and you'll gain great yield from it. So now it's time to ask yourself, what are you willing to do to engage with your audience? Are you willing to go through an initiation that's necessary to gain the trust and access to them? Are you willing to learn their language and be able to actually utilize that language with them to create engagement? Find out what it is you're willing to do and begin to put that into place so that you can get to where you want to be. So that'll do it for our video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to also share what kind of ideas or what kind of concepts you would like to learn in your own business or in your own journey so that I can try to make some video and content around that as well. Take care, guys.